Reeves and Reed's done. This is Kim Min-ju looking to move to 5 under, but just breaks away. Really disappointing shot. She came so close to another big step up the leaderboard. Once again on the par 3, this time 6. Hankyung teeing off and can't find a single thing she'd like to change about that tee shot.
플레이였습니다.
Here we go then. Just onto the front and too soft for the ball to roll. Much more than that.
카메라 부르지 말아주세요. 카메라 후레쉬 꺼주세요. 카메라 소리 안 나게 부탁드립니다.
Because a tee shot with a lot to like in it.
플레이였습니다.
Hankyung rounds out the group and almost drops that out of the sky and directly into the hole. That is a guaranteed birdie. This is a stunner. Maybe 10 centimeters past a slam dunk. Exception. So that will see her get to 8 under. The question will be, can anyone in her group go with her? Uni now would be a logical suggestion. Could keep herself one back if she is able to find that birdie. Two players tied for second. And how about this from No Seung-Yi, a developing story, last week's champion. Up 18 positions as she's through 12 holes and is at 3 under for the day. That is the best score of anyone in the field. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, more from a rainy Fortune Hills for this moving day Saturday at the BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup. Drive on green of the par 3, picking things up. Feeling as though some birdies are imminent from our featured group today. Hankyung putting for birdie and a share of the leads. That might be a bit short-lived, but she's climbing up to 7 under nevertheless. It's a brilliant start despite the conditions. A third of the way through the round, and already 3 birdies collected. And the rain's starting to slow up. With it comes a rush of humidity, so we're slowly seeing some of the rain gear shedded. Junina can make it a temporary three-way tie at the top. Also staring at a putt for birdie, left or right, excuse me, breaking putts to get to 7 under, but it just moves a bit too much on her. So she will almost inevitably, very quickly assume third position, where she is 2 back. She will go before long.
지금 뻥망장이었는데
Hankyung for birdie now. She nearly aced the hole. She's putt well so far in the tournament. Just about fooled by that one, but credit to her, she hangs in there. 2 birdies through 4 and up to 8 under par. And up next to number 5, a 363-meter par 4 tee shot that raises and then approach shot that descends down towards the green. Not always visible, the green from the tee with that uphill rise. There's a significant downslope as well. Generally speaking, it's a bit better to aim to the right side of the pin. The pin today is directly in line with the outside edge of that near side bunker. 12 yards from there, 8 yards from the fringe to the left. The scouting report of the hole, it's tough to see the front of the green on a clear sky day, I should clarify. It's tough to see the front of the green on just about any hole today for obvious reasons. From different postal codes, we'll have 3.5 meters or so on the next putt. Minji just a bit too quick on her effort. Marches off the green after finishing off the hole with the par. Putter. She takes care of the final moment or two of this hole. Well, it's been a disappointing day to say the least. Konai is at +5. And the calm wind tries to go to the front of the green, but she's on the wrong side of it. Wanted left and ends up right. Next approach that leaves a bit to be desired is too deep. See if the third time's the charm. Closest two, definitely one she can work with.
할게요. 플레이하십니다.
Her advantage remains 1, but her score is new, 8 under. Hankyung as she tees off here on number 5. Sitting regulation despite the wind, despite the rain.
플레이하시면 이제 카메라 좀 누르지 말아주세요.
카메라 소리 안내 부탁드립니다.
플레이하십니다.
Right in the middle of the fairway, we're not going to need those for a while. Bar in the bag. Carry on to the next. Just as we will carry on to number 6, Hankyung 2. Just on the front, a long way back. It's 14.6. This needs speed, and she had the speed. Too much of it, in fact, despite a perfect line. She rattles the flag and will just stay out. She does not look convinced that this is going to work out the way she wants it to. That's why she was there, but
2단 밑에?
left of center when she wanted to be right. Excuse me, the black rain jacket like tricks on my eyes. It's always the part of the round two where jackets start to come off and everyone's wearing different outfits and you quickly have to readjust. Speaking of adjust, if she could do it again, she would have given herself a touch more room to the outside. It does almost a 180-degree lap around the cup. Requires a second putt for that par. Quietly but efficiently going about her business.
자, 플레이했습니다.
오늘 안 돼, 놓치면 안 되고 넓게 봐.
Trickier shot for Park Hankyung here at 5. The ball's above her feet in her stance. Needs to make the necessary adjustment. It's a pretty good approach. She is playing the wedge very, very well. For a player who has in past tournaments struggled with putter, this is the type of course that could cause her fits for that reason, but proving herself with such little work, benefiting from it. And another shot from the fairway where depth-wise, it's exactly where it was meant to be, but distance-wise, from the pin, it's a lot of work to do. She's right when she wanted to be left. And Yunina trying to keep pace with Park Hankyung. About equidistant. See if two of the top 3 players can positively impact their score again.
안녕하십니까. BC카드 사장 최원석입니다. 여름의 길목 행운의 언덕 포천힐스 컨트리클럽에서 BC카드 한경 레이디스컵을 개최합니다. 팬분들의 꾸준한 사랑으로 어느덧 레이디스컵이 10주년을 맞이했습니다. 여러분들의 성원에 다시 한번 감사드리며 전통 있는 대회에 걸맞게 올해는 총 상금을 대폭 올려 메이저급 대회로 격상시켜 운영합니다. BC카드 한경 레이디스컵은 선수들 사이에서도 스타의 등용문이자 역전 드라마의 대본 없는 명승부로 유명합니다. 대회 현장에 오시는 여러분 팬들을 위해 푸짐한 선물과 다양한 이벤트도 준비하고 있사오니 좋은 날씨에 가족, 친구, 연인들과 함께 오셔서 즐거운 추억을 만드셨으면 좋겠습니다. 다시 한번 최고의 명승부가 펼쳐지길 기대하며 골프 팬 여러분들의 뜨거운 응원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
Well, a special week for the sponsors and organizers of this tournament. The 10th anniversary of the BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup. Speaking of cup, that is the beautiful silver piece of hardware. The 66 players remaining in the field will be contesting this week. Stuck on the fringe, young to about 3 or 4 feet shy.
그래도 좀 봐야 되죠.
플레이했습니다.
The day thus far, Buck Jiang, 3 birdies in 6 holes is a wonderful place to be. Continues to strike the ball well. Here she goes, long left to right breaking putts. Just breaks a bit too much for Yumi now. It's a good enough putt for a setup for a par. Change the score, but it will. Send her lower, all depending on what happens next with Buck Yan. Before we get there, though, putts from across the course. And a bit of a stall right now in terms of the birdies. help but let a frustrated grin show. The most consequential, but she knows it's an opportunity that has gone by the wayside. Par as well for An Sung-yi. She remains 4 back of the lead. It is a 1-stroke lead for Park Hankyung from Park Ji-young, 1 hole further along and 3 under for the day, tied for the lead for the round with No Sung-yi, who's through 12 at 5 under. Yunina all by herself in 3rd with Kim Ji-hyun, also joint 4th at 5 under par. Park Do-young, Pang Min-ji, Kang Chae-yeon, Kim Min-ju, and An Sung-yi. They're all sharing 6th at 4 under par. is 3:05 p.m. local time in Pochunchi. We are on hole 6. And the first shot I shot with a wedge, not a putter, coming from Hankyung. She was sharing 5th position to start the day. Her tournament thus far 71 and 69. She's even at the moment. That putt would keep her there. Closest to challenger to Hankyung, waiting for the shots to open up to allow her to begin her next. We can see if we'll have a second player, Nina. Much speed required on this putt. The accuracy was, and Hankyung is putting splendidly. 4 birdies and 7. That is now 4 under for the day, eclipsing Nosumi as the best score thus far on this Saturday. And is in fact sharing the top spot. Really soft and well executed touch from around the green to set up a tap-in par. Break time. This is snack time. Filling up for 12 holes. To finish. Attempt to go up and down. And with that par. Same score met. And now, our future group will be good to go. Is clear. Surely you've seen the updated leaderboard and know that she is no longer all by herself there at the top.
자, 플레이하겠습니다.
see where this ends up. It's a bit short, and that will be a fairly challenging shot with the wedge next.
자, 플레이하겠습니다. 이제 카메라 버튼 누르지 말아주세요.
출발하면 좀 있는 거예요?
많지는 않은데 살짝.
Hankyung will have company off the green. She's Hankyung is even
플레이하겠습니다.
further back. Here's Unina. She'll have the green to herself if she can reach it. She's on. Still got a fair bit of ground to cover though. She won't be the only one putting to start. Very low ceilings. The drone pilots make their money. Birdies have been a little bit of a luxury lately, especially ones from a good distance away. We celebrate them when we get them. By defaults, two of them are even more elated. That's some great putting. Chipped on and marked. And up and down and stave off a push from Park Ji-young. Corner would have been shouted. The supporters on the cart path get away in time. That is quite the shot. She would have been on and won. Goes as a check. Keep Ji-young with an excellent bit of wedge play. Trying to throw her hat back in the ring. Move to a share of second, assuming she can capitalize on this. Let's watch and marvel for a second time.
자, 플레이하겠습니다.
Miss from Yunina. She was looking to go ahead and birdie.
나이스 파. 나이스 파.
Love to see how close she came. It's such a big backswing. No one should needed the power. And she knew she was that close. Birdies in the last 3 holes now. Excellent position to try and make a bit more noise. An excellent par. that will be what Hankyung hopes for next. Putt made, par secured. Well struck. Hankyung on to the next. She has some company at the top. Usually they say it's lonely at the top. That's not the case right now. On Fortune Hills. Big check tomorrow, ready for 252 million won to go to our champion, 132. We can't forget about her, though she is starting to drift back. Only 4 under and needs to double that to reach the top. This is where she landed after her tee shot, and yes, she was that close to reaching the 1. Conventional stance, to say the least. 8 under at 8. Say up and down for par. She's trying to get up and down for birdie. Almost completely in line with her left heel. Gently lifts it up, clears the fringe onto the green now. She needs it to stop, and it's not going to. She's made some long distance putts today, but even that would be challenging her range. Quiet bit of play. She makes a big statement with her first birdie of the day. 5 under and 5th. Gave it a good crack, she did, Hankyung. is her time to shine. This will be a test even for her, who has putted expertly. Off by a sliver. She'll stay at 8 under. So Jean is at 3 under. That is now 5 back. Unless she can slip this in. The line was as good as you'd hope. The speed there to match. Her second birdie of the day. She goes under par, tied for 6th now. Tip the cap, Hankyung also in a decent little spell, back-to-back birdies. Now she gets back to where she started the day at 3 under. Ju halfway to the top as well. Her approach down with calm winds over the water into a workable position on the green. Just at the top. Disguised by the fog.
멀리 벙커 봐. 안 돼. 벙커 정리고 나왔어. 벙커 정리고 나왔어.
There goes our leader. Sending a cut drive down the fairway. Ends the one downhill after. She's able to tuck that onto a little strip of the fairway. Nice birdie is absolutely right. Hankyung back-to-back at the turn. 5 under, the 34 on the way out. Centimeters of her target. It's a great chip to get it started. Drama-free end to the hole. She worked for it. So nothing more than a little tap in.
여기까지 7셋인데 여기서 약간 4시 5시거든요.
Standing above a downhill putt, the break from right to left begins. Too conservative amount of room to the outside of the hole. Birdie for her here. Hankyung, it's a 6-iron on 9. 151 to go. Get to the back left corner. It's left of center. She gets to the front and goes no further. next approach is in the right hemisphere, but the downslope away from the pin is going to be excruciating to watch. Just about all the way to the fringe. With Kim Ji-hyun. She is going to miss the green altogether, and that is not going to be an enviable forthcoming shot. Let's check in with Pang Min-ji. Tries to also reach the green in one. It was a very low ball flight, and it gets caught by the edge of the sand trap and will pull her back into the bunker. Is safely towards the back edge. It's nice up from Yunina. Stage is set for Park Hankyung. This is a really good advantage of the good placement here in round 3. What should be, and that's underlined and highlighted, a good opportunity for her to attack the pin. She takes the theory and proves it to be correct. To be outdone. Almost an identical approach down onto the green, following the co-leader's lead. She's a co-leader with Park Ji-young through 6 and 8 respectively. Kim Ji-hyun, Yunina, they are tied for 3rd at 6 under. Sung-yi joining Park Hankyung in a good spot on the green as she tries to close in on a top 5 position, still at +2 for the day. Pang Min-ji, the last player, tied for 5th, 5 under for the tournament through 7, 3 back, and playing some decent golf, though in some trouble in the sand. That's what we'll visit when we return to Fortune Hills. return to the action this moving day Saturday with Hankyung after a really well-placed shot down from the fairway. An opportunity for her to take the lead outright again, but she cannot convert on the putt for birdie. She settles for par, and we go to 9. So a Jean to get to 5 under, yes. Next up to approach and try and find the back corner. Not quite as literally as Peng Minji had just done. Peng Minji, excuse me, the second time that black shirt gets me tripped up. But someone else who is also in the bunker. There's Peng Minji, just a bit too early. But yes, from the sand, looking for that corner. Right at it. Maxman comes in late and sets her up pretty well. Yun is a little bit further back, and with a converted shot here, Peng Minji can go level with her at that 6 under mark. Her 2-time defending champion. She won last year back when it was just a 3-round tournament. She shot 5 under on Sunday to propel her to the win. It was a 1-stroke victory over Hankyung and Ho Da-bi, who were tied as the runners-up. Hankyung, who remains over par for the day at +2, 2 under for the tournament thus far. Her second from area between the bunkers, and about a 6-footer next, looking for birdie. EA1, who is the leader in the race to the WeMix Championship, tied for 29th, as she is even for the tournament. We've already mentioned some of her successes that she has found today. She is 2 under and tied for 7th, trying to push for the top spot in the points. She's 2nd in the money list. 1st in the WeMade KLPGA points, just trailing in the race to the WeMix Championship points. To come through here to this very attackable par 4. Cheong is at 4 under, the same position she started the day from. Kim Min-ju in this group at the same score, 4 under. Ko and I, unfortunately, really struggled in this 3rd round Saturday. +6. Here's Kim Min-ju digging in. She's going to get there. One of the few to get this close. And yes, yes, those are the ball markers from the group ahead of them. You're not supposed to be able to do this on a par 4, but it is brilliant drive. Just clears the fringe and rolls on down. Get down to the green. See the others and say, beg your pardon, my apologies, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Konai is going to be short in and around that first kind of rough before the green, and there's the group who rightfully took their places around the green waiting just in case, and Kim Min-ju's gonna have to hustle down to mark off her ball. Ju is not in anybody's way, so all can stay for now. On the green, the first of the birdie putts, an early set, right to left movement. Nudge it the rest of the way for par. It's quickly becoming one of the most entertaining holes on the course. Number 8 here. Hankyung currently sitting tied for 17th. One stroke closer to where she began the day. Break needs to get going. Stay straight as an arrow all the way down. Min-ju, she is after history this week, after she had some history just a couple of weeks ago. Looking to be just the 3rd player in the history of the KLPGA Tour to win 20 titles. She would join the late former chairman, Ku and Shin Ji-ai, who we see from time to time on this tour, but she mainly plays on the PGA Tour in Japan these days. suddenly. Just 2 strokes back. And she is on pace to equal her performances from both the Thursday and Friday rounds, which was 70. If she could do a little bit better, she would be in great stead. She tries to reel in Park Ji-young and Hankyung. Evidently, the former is looking to find this green in one, like her groupmates. Excuse me, like her fellow competitors ahead of her. Cheon. A pitch up from the rough. This is carrying some pretty good speed. 2.5, 3 meters for a birdie. Final hole of the garden course from ENG. Now time for second. It's blast off and heads into the fairway. Two drives, direct line with each other. And while we wait, we've seen it on numerous occasions. Let's take this perspective of the par 4. I apologize for incorrectly calling it a 271 meter par 4 earlier. The reason for that is we've come down the teeing ground for the weekend. 222 meters, that is it. And it is obviously producing some very exciting shots. 3 bunkers to clear of sand. Grass bunker to the left if you are in some serious trouble. Pin placement today is 9 yards from the rear of the green. That reverse angle shows you 2 stages higher where we had been teeing off to begin the tournament. Hankyung was waiting. She's wanting to do this, which is get to the putting surface. Number 1, she gets to the fringe. That is the flip side of the coin when you try to be brave and go on an attack.
카메라 소리 안 나게 부탁드립니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 부탁드립니다. 아, 근데 나 이거 할것 같아. 40은 넘어가지? 한 번. 40은 아예.
Recovering from up into the rough into the fairway goes Hankyung. Just about right on the money. Would have been her birdie, but she hit par once again. Exciting moments, nevertheless. Down reaching the front quarter of the green. As deep as she was aspiring to be. Birdies are becoming something of a rarity these last 30 minutes or so. It's better, the depth. The approach shots from ENG and her group. Just about pin high from Hankyung. It's a bit of a detour to get to the green, but she is on at last. joining the group set number 8. This is Hankyung. First in the sand. 38 meters to go, her second. Did not get the contact on the ball that she needed. She wanted to make sure she got out first and foremost. Stop at the border of the fringe. Try zooming on 20 meters and a little bit further back from the edge allows her to have much more control. It's an awfully good shot. Now is speaking to her performances. Top 10 4 times, the runner-up at the NH Investment Securities Ladies Championship last month, but has not won yet. So Jean up the hill, just enough speed and perfectly on line. That is 3 birdies in a row now for her, 4 combined on the day. She goes up into a tie for 3rd position. Back to 9. The front right corner, 2 centimeters away. Brilliant birdie. Ji-hyun, she's trying to match the low scoring play of Peng Min-ji and her group. The two of them remain at 6 under 4 now. And at 10, after a rather eventful start to the hole, Park Ji-young is able to rescue a par. Her putter has bailed her out of some situations and also created some big moves up the leaderboard. She remains bogey free. G to move within one of the top. It starts over and glides over the cup. A fraction more to the left, and she might have hit the pin and fallen. Back with Uni now. opportunity for her to move within one as well. Left to right, straightens out, and she jars it. Excellent putt. Good recovery from the sands, and finds just her second birdie of the day, and her first since hole number 2. There's a look from a different angle. Hankyung, undaunted by watching her groupmates find a birdie. She's the first to reach 9 under par.
샷. 나이스. 나이스.
차 좋으니까 강매 핀만 봤어.
The next part of the journey begins. Jen once again finds herself chasing. He's on the green with a thud. Ju looking for her approach at 9. Lifted up, going right at the pin, about a meter away from a birdie. Her best approach shots of the afternoon. Well, number 9, it is the final hole of our time on the garden course, and it is a 366 meter par 4. One of the final par 4s in the entire round, to be fair, with so few of them on the back 9. A narrow fairway to go on and hunt. Bunker separating the fairway and the green. The pin placement today is 14 yards from the back of this green and 9 yards from the left fringe. Zunina at 7 under now. She's in a spell of trouble. Took the ball strongly, but in some instances missing out on a little accuracy.
등소부 조금 열어놔서 말려. 등소부 좀 말려놓으라고. 네, 알겠습니다.
Jung unable to reach. Requires one last tap, and that will be another hole with par. So Jean, been absolutely dynamite. Just slightly gone missed. Four 21 p.m. local time now. Great news that the skies have closed up. The rain has stayed away for about an hour's time now, and it leaves us still with some very attack-heavy greens. They're soft, they're welcoming, and they're leading to a good number of birdies here today. Hankyung at 11. Should be a very straightforward finish to the hole. It's a good birdie for her. 3 now on the round. She is now under par for this moving day Saturday for the first time, having been set back quite a bit by the double bogey to begin this third round of play.
우측 안쪽 X가 크다.
알겠습니다. 네.
Approach time for Hankyung, the third par 4 in a row and the fourth in the last 5 holes. A 6-iron for her. It's 154. Ryder looking for back side of the green. The flag stick remains mostly calm, or the flag atop it. Maybe, with the benefit of hindsight, later would have gone for a different club. Fine Yurina, she avoids the worst of what could have been off the tee. Perilously close to falling down the hill and being out of bounds. She had absolutely no angle to try and hook that around. She's short of the green, will be in the rough again. Step aside for a break. The updated leaderboard. Hankyung from Pakjiang Yunina. 9 under, 8 under, and 7 under. So Jin, Kim Min-ju, Pang Min-ji, and Kim Ji-hyun tied for 4th at 6 under. No Sungi, she is finished for today with a 69, 5 under after 3 rounds of this competition. Tied for 8th with Hong Jung-min and Chung Soo-yeon to round out the top 10. We'll take a quick break and be back with more as we near the end of our 3rd hour of coverage, the 10th anniversary edition of the BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup.
네, 감사합니다.
나이스 파.
이게 오르막 아니에요?
똑같이 오르막.
Find ourselves back in the fairway. Kim Ji-hyun playing her second shot, the par 5 10th. And Ji to go next. There she goes on the attack. She lands in the rough and is unable to escape it. Hankyung, it's a long way out, but it's a chance for birdie nevertheless. This putt stands between her and 10 under par. It's getting there. It's gonna go. Thunderous applause as Hankyung has her fourth birdie. It's 10 under. She is generally one of the most composed and reserved players we have on tour, but a shot like that will, of course, bring out a reaction to do it justice. She knew early. It's an absolute marvelous shot. Good on her. Let's see if that can spur some collective momentum. Sung-Yi comes close. Hankyung at 12. She finds the center of the green when she wanted to be left. Very good on. Going on the attack. This will be an interesting shot for Bung Min-ji. From the rough, going to need extra club. Just going to reach and slip back left of center. Bung Min-ji ends up being a two-putt par. Next putt comes from Oh Ji-hyun, and it will need one more tap. From Billion. One more tap. Oh Ji-hyun prepares hers. Width of the green, the putt has to traverse. Be about 2.5 meters short of target for Park Ji-young.
마크 괜찮지? 네, 괜찮아요.
Right to left breaking putts. She will feather to reach the top. Third birdie of the day, up to 7 under, tied for third at that score. A fraction short on the first putt. She'll need one more. Let's go back to the shot of the day thus far, not only for its technical skill, but what it means for the tournament. To surf it or in celebration. See what she can do with this momentum. As she begins the back nine, sends her drive right to center in the fairway.
영혼도 한 번만 봐.
Buck Jung, she is not a long way off the top. She is still in a great position, but birdies have dried up for the time being. Here on the par 3 11th, clearing the bunkers, landing softly, sliding left towards the middle of the green.
있으면 5m. 지금까지 145. 하트 잠시만요. 플레이하겠습니다. 네.
wasn't sure if she likes this or not yet. That's why she was pensive. She just gets over the sand. Will end up in a decent spot despite a nervous moment, I'm sure, watching the ball fly down. Simple pitching wedge should get it the rest of the way where she'll want it.
끝에서 소리가
하지거나 또 홈까지는 쭉할것 같아.
처음에는 후
내리막 있고 스피는 괜찮아?
또 많이 안 타는 거 같아. 바로도 있겠다.
This is Kim Min-ju just in from the fringe. Opposite break to the direction she needed it to roll at the very end. Hankyung preparing her second. The fairway wood in hand. Excellent job working from right to left and setting up a clear look down to the hole. Kang Cheon, this to go to 4 under, just a few feet for the birdie. That birdie applauded. Her second of the day brings her back to even. Up with Hankyung. 297 with 21 meters to climb. She plays her second on the par 5. Min-ju reaches the end of the most recent hole. She is starting to fade off the top through no fault of her own. That's just how strong Hankyung has been playing above her. comes awfully close and sighs as she watches that stop short. Sung-Yi 178 here on the par 5 10th. Sung-Yi trying to muscle this all the way. Skip through once, twice, and finally roll onto the green, but a big putt to come next. Now 119. She's never lacked for power and uses that strength to great effect once again. She's on the fringe, but will certainly be just as comfortable putting that if she chooses than chipping. Definitely rather be at the back of this green than the front with the pin in this Saturday round. Hankyung. $119 for her. And that is the flip side of that coin, why you wouldn't mind or you'd rather be in Yunina's shoes. down to 11. Kang Cheon with the 6-iron. A few of these that we've seen today where the ball will just have enough legs to get over the fringe. So Jean skips it up. The backspin doesn't quite stop her up in time. She'll go all the way to the fringe. Putting down to nice and close. Not enough to influence the score either way. Now Konai chipping down from the fringe and holding out from the fringe. That's an excellent shot that sees her move to even par. Hankyung trying to not get left behind here. With a little bit more power that's there. She knew exactly what that putt would do. Apologies for the brief departure. We are nearing the end of our coverage, but we have a few shots left to bring you. We are here on the par 3 with tee shots being made. Members of Chung Min-ji's group. Park Ji-young, she is through 13 holes, is still the runner-up at this point. 4 under for the round. It is second to only Hankyung, who has skyrocketed up into a share of 5th position. Each of the 3 members of the group find their tee shots in a neat little line just beside the fringe.
네네. 이게 위험해가지고 저희가 원래 이거 했었는데 회의해가지고 더 이상 이랬어요.
Tap-in par has been made, and it will do the following to the leaderboard. Park Hankyung, 3 under through 10. Park Ji-young, 8 under through 13. Yoon Na, 7 under through 10. That is the podium positions at the moment. Hong Jung-min just mentioned her brilliant play. She is on her 18th and final hole. A birdie could move her into a share of 3rd position. So Jean also on pace for a brilliant day, tracking for a 69. Peng Min-ji hanging around the top, the 2-time defending champion, 3 back of Park Hankyung's score of 9 under par. No Seung-hee, that 69 secured for this 3rd round. She is tied for 9th with Chung Yoon-ji, Hong Jin-young 2, and of course the aforementioned No Seung-hee. Chung Soo-yeon, Kang Chae-yeon, they are tied for 12th with Chung Soo-yi, Moon Jung-min, and Lee Joo-mi to wrap up the top 15. It is a race for the illustrious title of the 10th BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup. 1.4 billion won available in the purse. 252 million of that for our champion. The storylines, they write themselves, and when we get back on the air tomorrow, we will be in a great position to know what is required for our eventual winner of this tournament. But that's it for us today. We appreciate your viewership as always here on the KLPGA Tour. For our entire SBS Golf team, I've been Adam Jenkins, signing off for tonight and looking forward to being back with you tomorrow. A 1 p.m. local time start in Pocheon-si. But for now, it is farewell from Fortune Hills Country Club. We'll see you tomorrow.